forbidden fruit, and original sin. Nowadays, humanity's belief in science is increasing, their faith in God is dropping, and their loving kindness is growing cold. Skeptics have raised many questions. Now, let's list some of their questions.
The forbidden fruit is just a material thing coming from the dust. Eating it might poison the body at most. How could it possibly corrupt the soul? Moreover, why did God create the tree that bears the forbidden fruit? If He didn't create this tree, the devil would have no opportunity to tempt humanity. Thus, humanity would not fall. Instead, they could have lived in the Garden of Eden forever. Why did God love humanity in this way? Cigarette manufacturers produce and sell cigarettes, with "smoking is harmful to health" written on the cigarette boxes. Children, originally innocent and pure, may start smoking after being tempted by others, causing harm to themselves and others. In this case, aren't the cigarette manufacturers the source of evil? Gaming companies design, produce, and sell games. There are regulations that minors cannot enter internet cafes. Children, originally innocent and pure, may become addicted to gaming after being tempted by others, causing harm to themselves and others. In this case, aren't the gaming companies the source of evil?
Before Adam and Eve ate the forbidden fruit, they were like innocent children under the age of 6 or 7. They did not feel shame when naked because the door of desire was not open yet. As humans reach the age of 8 or 9, the vague sense of affection and desire between male and female arises, and they start to feel a bit of shame, which needs clothes to cover. This becomes more evident in adolescence. So, Adam and Eve eating the forbidden fruit is a metaphor representing the opening of the door of desire. When Adam and Eve noticed their desires, they also realized they were naked and felt shame. Thus, they sewed fig leaves together and made coverings for themselves. In fact, God did not create the tree that bears the forbidden fruit. Moreover, even if He did, without human greed, no matter how the devil may tempt, humanity would not have fallen. So, what is the truth behind this? We know that God endows living beings with spirituality. In other words, living beings possess free will and creativity. However, due to a lack of wisdom, they don't understand the reality and truth of the universe. Thus, their free will tends to act ignorantly, which is blind action. The actions of free will produce an inertial force which does not disappear but is stored as energy. Life after life, the free will is constantly acting, and during the process it accumulates more and more inertial energy. This inertial energy gradually forms attachment. As attachment grows, it gradually becomes desire and greed. Different beings develop different kinds of desire and greed, leading to the formation of different kinds of living beings. Humanity is one of them. When desire arose, the sinful nature, original sin, came into being. From desire, various afflictions such as anger, envy, and pride arose, and sinful nature gradually grew. Then they were expelled from Eden. In reality, Expulsion from Eden is also a metaphor representing the fall of humanity. They break up with God. Their spirituality is partially obscured, and they need to be saved. Those who have fallen severely are like the walking dead, who have lost even basic human nature. We know that Adam and Eve were created beings who did not have the mighty power of God. The genes of their bodies were set by God, their souls were given by God, and the souls of their descendants were also given by God. The Bible says, we are all children of God.
You mentioned that the souls of Adam and Eve's descendants were given by God. So, are their souls newly given by God, or were they given at the beginning of the cycle of reincarnation?
God only endows a new life with free will and would never bestow sinful nature upon it. If the souls of Adam and Eve's descendants were newly given by God, then, since those new souls have just begun their first life and haven't committed any karma or accumulated negative energy, they would not have desire or greed. Thus, they would not have sinful nature. However, the ancestors of humans had original sin. As their descendants, we also have sinful nature. Therefore, our souls must be already existing souls who are reincarnated after death.
Isn't everyone's sinful nature inherited from their parents?
If sinful nature can be inherited from generation to generation, why can't faith be inherited? Some descendants of Christians may not believe in Christianity anymore and convert to other religions, while some unbelievers or followers of other religions may convert to Christianity. Why does this happen? Let's explain it from two perspectives. Firstly, the sinful nature of humans is accumulated and stored in the soul, not in the physical body. The body only contains DNA genes. Therefore, sinful nature has nothing to do with the body's genes. It cannot be passed down to descendants through genes. Secondly, humans cannot endow souls to other beings like God. Moreover, they cannot copy their souls to other beings, let alone replicate their sinful nature to their children. This is because sinful nature is stored in the soul and differs from person to person. A person's sinful nature is different from their parents and siblings. Even identical twins have different sinful natures. People with a normal IQ can perceive this. Every person is a blend of good and evil, and their selfish desires are different. Parents may fear death, while their children may be fearless and courageous. Parents may be loyal to the family, while their children may engage in affairs. Parents may be materialistic, while their children may lead a simple and content life. Parents may be indifferent to fame, while their children may eagerly seek it. Parents may be open and sincere, while their children may be cunning and deceitful. In conclusion, a person's sinful nature is not inherited from parents, nor is it set by God. From the perspective of reincarnation, one's sinful nature, original sin, is innate, brought from past lives, and accumulated through countless lifetimes.